All right, so it looks like our judging session is open. So I'm gonna start the intro. Hey everybody, welcome to HackFS. We're really excited to see your projects. This year we had 650 hackers from 61 countries and 18 different time zones. So yeah, a really diverse group of people this year, and we're really excited to see your different perspectives on what you guys chose to do with like FS and stuff like that. So our judging format includes 4 minutes for demo, 3 minutes for questions, and a 10-minute break for every 6 to 8 teams. And the judging criteria include technicality, originality, practicality, UI, UX, and DX, and wow factor. But we want to stress that this is not a competition. People are here to learn and explore, and we're not all aiming to launch our projects into businesses. We're mostly here to get and give feedback. So yeah, we really want to promote a really healthy, collaborative environment in the Ethereum ecosystem. And yeah, so here we have our judges. We have Harsh from EPNS and Evan from Week in Ethereum. Would you guys like to give a little bit of an intro, starting with Harsh?
Sure. Excited to be here, guys. We are EPNS, Ethereum Push Notification Service for short. We are building the communication layer for Ethereum and then later for L2s and other blockchain. The communication layer, simply dApps and smart contracts can send notifications using us. A year back at Global, that's how we started, and excited to come back over here and see all the cool projects now.
That's really awesome. Thanks so much for helping us out today, Harsh. How about you, Evan?
I'm Evan. I'm from Texas. I have a newsletter called Week in Ethereum News, which can be found at weekinaethereumnews.com. Although now Andrew really does all of it if you think it's good. And I have a few kids who will be coming in here and interrupting me as much as possible and probably screaming their heads off. There we go, on cue.
Just like that. Alrighty, so now we're gonna go straight into our demos. I'll leave it to Anton, who is our MC for today's judging session, to kind of start introducing people.
Perfect, thank you, Nisha, for that. So we can get straight into it. So up first, we have Team Get It. So if you guys could raise your hands, our admin will make you panelists, and we can go from there.
The real Get It, please stand up. Please stand up.
All right.
Howdy. Welcome.
Hello. Hi.
Hey, guys.
Good morning and good evening to everyone here. All right, let's see. Share screen, share sound. All right. It's my entire team here. Let's see. Are we missing one? Oh wait, everyone's here. All right, great. Do we just start presenting, or how does this go? All right, cool. 1 second.
Hey everyone, we're the 5 Black Chickens, and today we're presenting to you our take on a decentralized social network. The hack idea was brought about by a need to create a social platform free of censorship, but also at the same time protect users' data by reinventing the model in which revenue is earned for both the platform as well as its users via the use of Ethereum and IPFS. It's undeniable that for most of us, social media plays an important role in our daily lives. It's typically used for social interactions, but also as a platform in which people share, create, and consume content. However, the means of which most of these platforms are kept free concerns us, and it's a large reason behind our idea for a decentralized social media. These concerns include data privacy issues, such as when companies collect and sell its user data to third parties. The thought of data being stored and leveraged by companies is one that would sicken a layperson if they had any idea that their interactions on a seemingly harmless platform is actually being monitored. Hence, a solution is to create a transparent platform that utilizes blockchain technology and eliminates the need of a central authority through the use of cryptography. Above and beyond that, our platform looks to reinvent the business model of current day social networks by incentivizing the users for the quality of their content that they post. The main idea here is to provide a platform for users to have ownership over their data and switch the model in which revenue is earned by the platform. When we initially came up with the idea, we worried that our platform may not be that much different from a pre existing platform. But upon further research, we think it's safe to say that there are tons of reasons that would differ our social network, and these are a few of them. In the essence of time, we decided to make a summarized origin story for our product concept. So here is a quick product concept flow for your perusal. And finally, introducing our product to you called Get It, a decentralized social network utilizing the Ethereum blockchain platform and IPFS that incentivize its users for their contents posted. The name and logo is still to be decided. In a nutshell, Get It works as a solution to the pre-existing problem of current-day social networks. Its features include the ability to join groups of like-minded people and discuss topics without the worries of censorship, Get It Coin, which is a mode of transaction in the platform that users use to make posts that can be directly monetized through the platform via our to-post function. We've also added some slides that elaborate on the functions in more detail for your perusal. There are 4 different back-end application designs for Get It, such as check if user exists, creating posts, update posts, as well as ETH transactions. Each task will trigger a different smart contract to retrieve or upload data to the blockchain or IPFS. So now for a quick demo of our dummy prototype. When a user visits our page for the first time, they can choose to sign up using a MetaMask or any other method provided with an Ethereum public key. They'll then be redirected to join groups that they might be interested in. Once done, they can click Finish and this will redirect them to the main page of Get It. On the main page, users can choose whether to view or create premium posts or casual posts. A user will need to use Ether to publish premium posts while requiring Get It Coin to publish casual posts. Here you can see that the user can top up Ether with a few payment methods. After submitting, a confirmation message will then pop up. Users can upvote posts or comments like this, and they can also tip the author with Ether. Users can also check on the author's profile, in which it will show their post, and users can also choose to follow or even tip them. For the final feature, users can click on the reward section in which a user can redeem Get It coins by logging in daily. The basis of incentivizing the user is to encourage them to create quality content and for them to earn directly through the platform without third-party involvement, and ultimately to keep the platform running. That is all for our presentation on Get It, the decentralized social network. Thank you for your time.
Great, thank you guys. So we can now move on to 3 minutes of Q&A. So I think Harsh, you guys can take it away.
So what's on
Got
chain?
it. Sure.
What's on
Sorry,
chain? I mean, what are you putting on Ethereum? What are you putting on IPFS? Like, what's the architecture basically? If you're talking, you're muted.
Sorry, what was the question again? Sorry.
Yeah. So what's on chain with Ethereum? Like I'm just kind of curious of the general architecture because if it was in the slides, I missed it.
Oh, actually, we didn't come up with the actual program yet. That everything is on Figma right now, so we are totally new to programming all this stuff. So we doesn't have enough time to make the source code for this project. So yeah, we also kind of have not enough time to learn everything. So we just come up with an ideas, but more on the front end stuff, like the back end stuff, we are totally lack of experience on blockchains and Ethereum all those stuff.
That's totally cool. Do you have plans of like what you're going to put on chain? Like, I assume you're not going to put every sub get it that I join.
No.
Yeah, so at the moment I would assume because we didn't really have too much experience, right? We thought that initially what will happen is we would be putting, initially was like every single post, but then we realized the transaction to be a bit too high after speaking to a different team. And that's where I think we came into a different problem, right? Because aside from having close to no technical background, we realized that the challenge of transactions would be something that's way bigger. And so we just got stuck there, honestly. Yeah.
It's cool. I mean, it's a neat idea. I mean, it's certainly a big space that someone's going to do it.
You guys, as Ivan said, really cool idea. I would love to know the game theory behind it. I know that you are incentivizing users to visit, but why would someone afford? I mean, what's the game theory behind it?
So the idea is how it's supposed to work is when someone let's say uploads a post, right? The whole idea is that you are also getting a piece of the share when you upload a post. So let's say that post is, let's say, okay, so there are two types of posts. One is a premium post and one is a casual post, right? So the premium post is where you can kind of earn from them. So when you upload a post, you're also getting a bit back. We haven't done the entire calculation on it, but the idea is to incentivize people not just to create posts, but as well as when people upload posts, they're also helping to check the validity of these posts. So the posts are not just specific to making simple content or something. So let's say you're in a, I don't know, group we're sharing about cats or dogs, and you want to share certain information that is vital for other dog lovers or cat lovers to know, right? So you're sharing this post, and when you upload this, you're also verifying its credibility. The initial idea came from this want to need to verify source information, but then we realized that that'll be a bit of a trouble because there could be people just uploading for no reason, just hoping to get a piece of the pie, and there are other technicalities on that end. So we focused more on making it for any kind of content, because we don't want to really put the hard words saying that we can verify content using this method, because again, people could simply upload stuff and it could have them all sharing something without truly having proper verifications. But yeah, the whole idea came from the need for verification.
Cool. Keep building, guys.
Thank you.
Looks great. Welcome to the space.
Thank you, team. Get it. That was great. So you guys can now turn off your cameras and feel free to stay on the call or hop off, whatever you prefer. And now we're going to move on to our next presentation. And we have team Namdaemun Marketplace. Perfect. And again, you guys have 4 minutes for your demo and then 3 minutes for the Q&A.
Hi, thank you. Hi, everyone. This is Achyut Shrestha. I am presenting Namdaemun Market. As we know, Namdaemun Market is the oldest and largest traditional market in South Korea. So starting from 1414. So with that popular concept of every people visiting the real market, it's similar to the farmers market here in US. So over here, as we see, the buyer and seller, they can seller can list their used secondhand products, and buyers can make a purchase using browser and MetaMask wallet. So we are using Polygon, which is which has a very high transaction, 64,000 transaction per second. So that's the benefit of using Polygon framework, as well as supports is in the ecosystem of Ethereum, we can like tie up with all the Ethereum blockchains. So as we see here, the buyer just bought the item right now. Just for the example, we just have the picture that was being sold. So the transaction is being recorded, and it will be in the Polygon chain right that instant. So over here, the product, the quality of the product is validated as as the same product might be going through a lot of transaction. So it will be recorded in the Polygon chain, and it will be validated, like who bought what. So all those will be tracked and captured, as well as all the reviews of the buyer, seller, the product will be recorded, and they will be immutable in the blockchain. So, and regarding the tool, we kind of like started in the local host with Ganesh, in the beginning with Ethereum, Ganesh, and on the truffle, all those and then we went to the Polygon chain, used the Mumbai testnet, and we are using the React front end. Backend, the blockchain is Polygon chain. We use the Heroku Cloud to deploy it. So yeah, basically it's, and just to talk about some numbers here. So in 2020, the used car market was 250 billion. The 27 billion was just the apparel market size in 2020. So and also, like as we know, we have this regarding the second hand like phone market. It went from like just 49 billion in 2016 to 52 billion in 2020. So it's the market is growing, and everybody wants to get the lower price, but with the help of blockchain, we'll be able to sell, facilitate, provide a platform for a quality used product, second-hand product. Thank you.
Awesome.
So I have the same question I had on the last one, which is what's on chain? Like, are you just using Matic for the payment, or are you also putting on the
IPFS is in like the images are in the IPFS, and their transaction is in the blockchain, the Matic, right?
So
and
if
yeah, we have the everything that was executed when it's being submitted. It has a smart contract.
Okay, so you deploy a new contract for every item?
No, we don't deploy it. We just we just use the Matic token.
So if I sell something, that's an on-chain transaction? That's my question, basically.
When you list it, your profile and the product will be in the on-chain.
Got it.
And similarly, after making the purchase, the buyer can put the review that will be on-chain. Yeah, and also like maybe second, third phase, we are planning to have like shipment, the tracking of the shipment of the item that will also be in on-chain. So we will have a smart contract for that as well. So these are some of the points we will have smart contract and place it in on-chain.
And that's where you're probably gonna build out a reputation system of some sort as well in there.
You mean the rating of the products, users, buyers and sellers?
Right.
Right, correct.
Neat.
Yeah, thank you. And we are like, I'm Achyut, and with my team member Dave from I'm from here US, my team member from Canada, Dave, and Aswat from Nepal. So
Got it. Achyut, one more question. Let's say I'm a seller. So how do we create this item listing?
Yeah, item listing. As of now, we kind of like like at the end we stored like we just use backend, and then we were just using the contract. But like yeah, we need to like make a user friendly interface for that as well. So we'll have to write like after that interface, it will call the smart contract, the function in the smart contract. So like we need to like incorporate Ethereum as well. So we are trying to, because we wanted to use Polygon for the Matic, for at least for the demo, but like our underlying would be like Ethereum. On top of Ethereum, the smart contract will be there as well. So yeah, we still need to
Got
figure
it.
it out. Mhm.
Got it. And the data, where are you storing the data, the entire image and the description?
Image is in IPFS. We need to like just normal like other data, like we haven't used much data, so it's in the code base, hard coded in the Heroku cloud. Like we pull
Got
the
it.
GitHub code. Thanks.
Neat. Thanks, Achyut.
You are welcome. Thank you. Thanks for the opportunity.
Thank you, team Namdaemun Marketplace. That was great. So up next, we're gonna have team Fotola. If you guys are ready to go.
Should I start sharing my screen now?
Yep, go ahead.
Okay.
Hi, we are from 42KL and our project is called Fotola, a decentralized platform made for creators. Our target audience include photographers, artists, designers, as well as fans who want to support their work. Our objective is to create a decentralized platform for creators to share their art, as well as provide creators a platform to potentially earn money from their work. We have introduced a tipping function on our platform where supporters and creators alike are able to tip the artworks that they like using tokens that hold real monetary value. Our project is built using React, Node.js, IPFS, as well as Truffle. Here we have an example roadmap of how Fotola works. When a user uploads an image to Fotola, the image will be sent to IPFS. A hash will be returned to Fotola, and the hash will be sent to MetaMask, where a Web3 transaction will be triggered, and the image will be saved into the blockchain. These are one of the few references that we use during our project. We will now move on to the demonstration of our project. Here we have the home page of Fotola. As you can see at the top right, the hash of the MetaMask account will always be shown. We will continue by first creating an account. As you can see, when you sign up, it will prompt a transaction. All the users that have signed up for Fotola will be listed on the left. If you click into one of their profiles, you will be able to view all their works. As you can see, there's a tip button. Fans will be able to support the artists of their favorite artworks by tipping them tokens that utilizes the blockchain. We would like to possibly introduce methods for users of Fotola to be able to earn tokens in the future. Up next, we'll be demonstrating how a creator can upload their artwork. After selecting their artwork, all they need to do is add a description. The user will then be asked to confirm the transaction. The artwork will be uploaded in a few moments. And now the artist can easily receive any tips from their supporting fans. That is all for our demonstration video. Thank you for watching.
Great. So now we can move on to the 3 minutes of Q&A.
Got it. Let me go first. So guys, neat UI, great tech stack. I would say go for hard hat instead of truffle now. But yeah, that's just a feedback. Coming back to the question, let's say the IPFS hash is uploaded. How are you ensuring that the image is not wiped up from the IPFS cache?
Sorry, could you repeat the question?
Got it. So when you upload the image to IPFS, do you guys, how do you make sure that the image remains over there?
So for this question, we haven't thought about that. So because we are coming from the 42KL network where we are really new to coding, we just started to try to experiment with the idea of uploading image to IPFS, and we save the hash to the blockchain.
Got it. Got it. I mean, it's really awesome. I do realize this is more of an advanced question. Keep on building. It looks like a great project. On to you, Evan.
Yeah, it looked nice. I'm kind of curious what made you decide to build a photo sharing app.
This is more towards like currently in like let's say a lot of people have represent in the social media environment, there are a lot of censorship and restriction. So we would like to create a platform where the creator can remain anonymous and they will still receive support from their supporter. Like if you look at the tip system, because they are registered, they are through the website, through the MetaMask like wallet itself, so that they are not necessarily have to reveal who they are, and they still able to receive token or crypto from their supporter. And then since everything is on the Web3, it's totally decentralized, their creativity can be unrestricted. So this is what we talk about.
Cool, neat. Yeah. Welcome to the ecosystem.
Thank you very much. Thanks for the opportunity.
Good to meet
Great.
you.
So if the judges don't have any more questions, great job, team Fotola. That was great. I'm just going to ask you to turn off your cameras and mics, and feel free to stay for the rest or hop off the call, whatever you prefer. And so up next, we have team DBeats. If you guys are ready, you can start sharing your screen.
Is it team Blockwell? Sorry.
Yeah. Perfect.
Should I start?
Yep, go ahead.
Yeah. So DBeats is a live streaming, video streaming, and audio streaming platform. What it does is it fetches audio from Audio's platform decentralized way through using the Audius API. Also, it allows user to upload their own audio. If there is no audio present on DBeats, the user can switch to Audius if he wants to play audio from the Audius. Okay, so let's see. I can upload NFTs, videos, and music on the platform. Let's say I want to upload some music right now. I can switch to the upload page. I can connect my wallet to the Matic Mumbai testnet. Then I can fill all the details. Here it will show that my wallet is connected and its wallet ID. I'll fill in all the details. Here I'm putting some details like the tax, genre, mode, track IRC, track ISWC. and say I want to mint the NFT of the audio I am uploading right now. I'll take this mint NFT button and I'll say upload audio. This audio will be uploaded to the IPFS. I'll get an hash for the IPFS. Then it will ask me to pay some gas fees to mint the NFT for the same. As soon as the transaction goes through, my NFT will be minted. It's on the Polygon blockchain and we are using Zora for this. Okay, on going to the NFT section, I'll fetch all the NFTs which I have uploaded using the account which I'm connected to the MetaMask, through the MetaMask. So here is the song which I uploaded right now from the upload section of the music. The NFT is minted for that song. User can play the song right now. I have not implemented the buying option here, but just we are listing the minted NFTs. Okay, so I'll continue with the live streaming part. We are using live peer for decentralized live streaming. So I'll go to the live streaming page where I can see if someone is live streaming right now. I can just go to watch his stream. What live streaming live peer does is I'm using the beta live streaming API. What it does is restreams the audio directly from DBeats to another streaming platforms like Twitch, Facebook, YouTube. So what I have to do is just start streaming on DBeats and automatically DBeats will stream to your um, preferred streaming platforms like YouTube, either Twitch or all of them together. So the same stream which I am streaming on DBits is also visible on my Twitch account. See here, you can see the live page and the stream is visible. Also, the same stream is on DBits. Okay, so as a user, I can just watch the stream. All the playback videos are also available at the bottom. These are the recorded streams. So for example, how can I create a stream? I'll just give a name to the stream and say start streaming. This will make a call to the audience API. I'll get the stream key, stream ID, playback URL, and the stream name. So say I want to also stream to the Twitch. So what I'll do is enter the secret key of this Twitch API in the enter secret key option here and say start multi-streaming. But for the demo purpose, I'll enter the streaming key in my OBS and say start streaming. So in the home page, here is the stream visible with the same name demo stream. And you can see the timer is going increasing, like it was 12 second and it's 16 second. And as a user, I can say watch the stream. Also, I have implemented Convo Space. It is an decentralized commenting platform. So for every comment the user makes, he has to sign a signature before sending comment. Okay, so that was it for the presentation. And also, I would like to mention one point here that due to its unique feature on Zora, minting NFTs on Zora is like creating a unique copy of your version. Like Zora doesn't allow you to, sorry, Zora doesn't allow to create multiple versions of the NFTs with same CID. So in turn preventing multiple copies of the same NFTs being minted. So every copy or every NFT on Zora is unique. So due to this, if anyone tries to upload the same song or same video on our DBits, he will be shown a notification that this song or video has been already uploaded. Okay, that was it from my side. Thank you.
Thank you for that. The judges can now start with the Q&A.
Should I stop the screen share?
Well, I'm a Messi fan too, so if you want to keep the PSG thing up, that's cool by me. So you stitched a lot of things together. I'm sort of curious as to like, you know, what was your biggest learning? Like, what was the most surprising part of hacking all that stuff together? It's
Yeah,
pretty
like
neat.
yeah, for me it was like the Zora part where I implemented the NFT, and I realized that Zora is one of the unique platform which provides royalties to the NFT minters. Like the user can just put in how much amount he wants to earn if someone in the future resells his NFT. For example, I uploaded my NFT with a royalty of 10%. Every time someone buys my NFT, I'll be getting a 10%. That's like an excellent breakthrough in it. So providing this to DBeats, that's an excellent point.
So it sounds like basically nothing surprised you too much about stitching, you know, a bunch of these different services together. Like you
Yeah,
found
yeah,
you
yeah.
found it
Yeah,
relatively straightforward.
yeah.
That's good. I mean, Web3 tooling has gone a long way.
Yeah, the documentation and all stuff was like easy to go. Everything's handed over to us.
That's fantastic. That's progress.
Yeah.
Yep, that's definitely good to know. Rohan, what are the next steps for DBeats? What do you plan to do next?
The next part, like we are trying to do is we are trying to mint NFTs live during what we say during the live stream. Like if someone wants to mint an NFT of an ongoing stream, like I say, I during playing a game on the live stream, what I did was a kill 5 of my enemies with an headshot, and at that moment I want to mint the NFT of the last 30 seconds of my video and just put an NFT of that so my audience can buy this NFT live on the stream. So that's what I'm planning to do next. Like it would be one of its platform where the user can create a NFT within a seconds, and the watchers, the viewers, they can buy the NFT. Like there are hundreds of thousands of viewers viewing one of the professional gamers right now. So even one or two of the people start buying the NFT, the price would go high, and everyone would start buying. Like the NFT will go so viral the moment they make.
Awesome.
You need
You can actually
EPNS.
create an.
You need
Actually, I
EPNS
was.
for Twitch streamers. Oh, sorry. Okay. Sorry, I stepped on you.
No worries, Evan. I was actually going to say then we can mint an FT of Evan playing a cool song. So right back at you, Evan.
Definitely, definitely.
Awesome, bro. Really cool project.
Thanks a lot.
Seems very nice. Keep on building, and that's it from my end.
Yeah, yeah.
Great. Thank you, Team DBeats. That was great. And now we're going to be moving on to our next presentation.
Thank you so much, man. Yeah.
No worries, no worries. So we're going to go on to our next presentation now, and I'd like to welcome up team the Mango Jelly.
Hey, hi everyone.
Hi. You can just go ahead and share your screen and
Yeah.
Howdy.
Just sharing it. Hello, welcome to our demo for HackFS. We are the team, the Mango Jelly, and our product is earning passive income with your NFTs. So about the Mango Jelly, we are a crowdsourcing platform for awesome content creation. We are helping creators build the future of financial freedom. The team is Divya Upadhyay and Rohit Kashyap. Creators are always looking for additional monetization streams so that they can move towards their goal of financial freedom. So we are suggesting that you can use your NFTs to earn passive income, which is recurring in nature. So you can create and mint your NFT via our solution and also sell it as merchandise. So like t-shirts, caps, keychains, backpacks, and so on, which can ship globally. And the creator has no inventory management risk. Presently, NFTs are monetized by selling them either once, and it also depends a lot on the artist's popularity, the uniqueness of the art, and if they can be discovered among a sea of a collection of a lot of NFTs on the marketplace. And also, there can be some revenue from secondary sales. If a set buyer of an NFT sells it further, a creator can also earn a royalty on such sales. We are suggesting to sell merchandise with the NFTs created. And if we look at global POD sales, good designs can sell to up to 10K plus merc units in their lifetime, fetching a good stream of passive income for the creator. The inventory management is sustainable in nature. Any piece of merchandise, say a t-shirt or the merch, is only sent for printing and shipping when an order is received from a customer. The artists can happily focus on their art and they can work on polishing their craft, while all the behind the scenes procurement, manufacturing, inventory management, fulfillment and so on are handled by our end-to-end solution. This is the tech stack which we use. Let's see a demo.
So now I'm going to upload an image for creating its NFT. And so let's just select an image and it will be uploaded. Enter in some details for the image and clicking on mint to mint the NFT for this image. So the token has been minted, and we'll first have a look at the token. So we are seeing that the token has been assigned ID. So now we are going to view our NFT. We enter the NFT ID. The NFT is now loaded, and we click on Sell as Merc button. So what this button will do is this will upload the NFT to our print-on-demand integration.
So once you decide to sell your merch using the NFT art, it is received in the file library of your print-on-demand integration. This design can then be used for any kind of merchandise. The creator can decide on which kind of merchandise it looks to build. Here we have an example with the ETH Global logo for a backpack. Similarly, other products can also be created by linking your NFTs to sell merch. So, for example, we have a few T-shirts, laptop sleeves, and so on, which is dependent on the creator how they want to show it to the world.
This is a landing page, which is live for the Access Alpha program. And we also are planning some upcoming features for more passive income generation using NFTs. So you can also fetch your own NFTs from connected wallets and connect them with POD. And also sales and profit analysis dashboards for every NFT, and then an NFT acquisition marketplace for such NFTs sold via POD.
So you said it was an end-to-end solution. So you have you have a manufacturing and supply chain for just everything and shipping for everything that you list on there?
No, so we integrated with an existing POD solution. So we used Printful for this, and for the storefront we used Shopify. So we integrated Shopify with Printful, and there are several POD fulfillment partners across the globe which cater to different countries. So what we are doing is that we are directly integrating with such print-on-demand platforms, and then they can eventually handle everything from vending to shipment that goes to the print-on-demand, and it is only done when a customer places an order. So the creator does not have to handle inventory management, so that you don't have to stock, let's say, t-shirts in 5 sizes and 1,000 units. You do not have to care about that. You are only caring about the design which you are creating, and everything else is handled by the POD partner.
Got it. Cool. Yeah, I missed that in the slides. That's why I was asking. Well, can you tell me about the name? Like, how does mango jelly and NFT in real life go together?
Yeah, so this is a startup, the Mango Jelly. We are building this in the creator and fashion economy space. So the name does not have a great story, but the founders, me and Zoe, we really have a great love for mangoes as well. And we one day we just had mango jelly, and we were just brainstorming some names, and we just named it Mango Jelly, and we decided to go ahead with that. And during HackFS, we were exploring about NFTs and blockchain. This is the first foray into blockchain development. And so we thought about like how people are thinking about passive income and what are other things that they're exploring in this domain. So we decided to build something for them using NFT and print on demand so that they can have recurring passive income. Thanks for the question.
Awesome. Yeah. So I love how hey Divya, I love how mango jelly name is very aligned to the NFTs we usually create. They're both really cool and wacky. So yeah, Divya, my question is based around the fact like okay, I get the experience. It's very, very cool. I have an NFT, and through Mango Jelly, I can monetize it. But when I choose to monetize this, the backend, who controls the backend? Like I told you guys that this is an NFT I have, and I uploaded it. Then do you guys control the backend to ensure that the NFT I'm putting out for sale or merchandise that is added through your backend to PODs, or how does that go?
Yes, so we are taking care of minting as well as connecting to the POD partner. So like, for example, we have right now done Printful as a partner, but we want to give creators an option to choose their POD partner also. So say somebody is in the US, or somebody is in India, or somebody is in Japan, and they have a POD partner of choice. They can choose to sell Merc via that POD partner. And our NFT integration would work with that POD partner's APIs to send into their file library.
Awesome. Sounds good.
Great. Thanks, guys.
Great. Thank you, Team Mango Jelly. That was great. So now we're moving on to our next presentation from Team Block Map. So you guys can go ahead and share your screen as well as your audio.
Yeah, so let me share my video and play it. Hello everyone. I'm so excited to be here to present my hackathon project. So this project is trying to solve a problem about discovery in DeFi world. As we know, there are so many platforms and services coming out every month. And for a new user, it feels so overwhelming when entering the DeFi world. Users often have to document everything, sometimes forget how to transfer tokens in optimal ways from which wallet to which services. So I had this idea and developed this application to help users visualize and map out everything so that the user can see a bigger picture about the DeFi landscape and the tools that they are using. User can start by logging in with MetaMask. And in this tool, currently user can do different things like adding a new box. Each box can be an exchange, a wallet, or a service. So then a user can connect from one box to another box by dragging and dropping the arrow and then give it a name. User can also look at other people's diagram to discover services that other people are using, to learn more information about the pools or farm APR, how to transfer a token efficiently across those services. So later on, we can also automate to have the initial diagram layout by querying a user's wallet address to get more data about assets, balance, transactions, connections between addresses, similar to the way that Zapper or Tin Network work, but Zapper or Tin Network only shows balance, not the whole diagram like this. I think this application is useful in many scenarios, like exploring or discovering what service that people are really using. Can be used in education or tutorial about different services, how to transfer tokens across those services, or visualize user portfolios to see balance, assets, or transaction flows, or to document them. So in the next version, I will integrate with more services for querying and visualizing more data to make it more useful. Coming to the Q&A. Thanks for your time and your feedbacks.
So as a user, and I mean, as a user, not like the end user that's getting information. I mean the user who is populating this. Like, why am I just doing this to like help educate people? Is there anything else?
Yeah, let's say that you have like 20 different wallets and exchange services you're using, right? Right now, I think most people document it somewhere. And this is the way that I visualize the service that I'm using and how I transfer the token from my exchanges to the wallets and to the services. At least for my personal use, and I can also educate other people like, okay, this is how you transfer token, for example, from KuCoin to MetaMask Harmony Network, and then to SushiSwap, for example. That could be one use case.
So basically, I'm just filling it out because I like either for myself and then other people can see it, like to remember what I like, to see what I use, or
yeah, you can also share that with the other people, like in the public share dashboard. You can see everybody's diagrams. Let's say we on Reddit, right? When we want to share, like, okay, this is how I use DeFi applications, then we can share that also.
Cool. Sounds like you scratch your own itch.
Yeah, I hope that makes sense. Later, I plan to add more like the price connected to Chainlink to get a real-time price and the balance next to each boxes. Click on this one may show more information, like transaction and assets, something like that.
Cool. So yeah, I mean, one feedback or one idea I have is you can convert this to a crowdsourcing, and instead of user coming and adding things manually, just ask them to connect their wallet and run your own discovery, and that way the user will not probably have to add things again and again. Moving to the question, all these connections and all these information, where are you storing them and how are you storing it?
Right now, this is just a list of JSON as a metadata, right? So a list of boxes and connections that I plan to store it in using textile on IPFS. And then we can also export the whole thing to as PNG or a Canvas SVG, and then store it on the IPFS also.
Got it. And what's the advantage of having different boxes? Like, let's say Ivan has one box and I have one box. I mean, what's the advantage of having two boxes?
The difference is the metadata, like it can be like the type is an exchange or type is a wallet, right? Based on that, we can do more query, for example, using the graph, and then we can get more metadata for each box.
Awesome. Sounds cool.
Yeah, that's thank you for that.
Great, thank you, Team Block Math. That was great. And now quickly before we do continue, we'd like to take a quick 10-minute break. So feel free to get up, go for a little walk, grab a glass of water, whatever you'd like. And yeah, we'll be back in like 10 minutes. Thank you. Okay, everyone, welcome back. And if we can just get straight into it again. So I'd like to welcome up the first team back from the break, team Blockchain Robotics.
Hello.
Hi there.
Let me start sharing. Hello and welcome to my HackFS 2021 project demo, Blockchain Robotics, a framework for integrating Internet of Things devices and blockchain technologies. So first, a quick definition on what an Internet of Things device actually is. It's basically just an Internet connected device that's going to collect and share data over the Internet. Sometimes they might also have like an actuator that would also be able to be controlled over the Internet. So an example of this might be a heater that you buy and has like a smartphone app. And from the smartphone app, you might be able to monitor the temperature of the room that it's installed in. And you might also be able to have it turn on or off, or just have the ability to automatically maintain a specific temperature. So Internet of Things devices will produce large volumes of data, and it's typically stored and managed in a centralized cloud service. And one of the new developments in blockchain and protocol labs has been making decentralized tools that provide a decentralized blockchain alternative to these existing centralized cloud services, which potentially has the ability to give a user much greater control over their own data. So specifically, what is blockchain robotics? Well, really it's two tools. One is NASA's Core Flight System, which is a middleware for recording data and supporting other activities on an Internet of Things device, as well as Protocol Labs' Web3 storage, which was used to store recorded data. So a little bit more about HackFS. It's an open source middleware tool set, so it has the ability for data acquisition, processing, control, and communication. It's very lightweight. It's coded in C. It's been used in satellite missions. It's well equipped for CubeSat missions and things where computation and storage comes at a premium. It's also very modular, hence the usage of it in a framework. And then also we're using Web3 storage for storing of data. Now on to the demo. All right, and then I just had like a really quick 30-second live demo here. So I'm in HackFS right now. This is where we determine like the properties of the file we're creating. So right now, it's pretty default stuff. It's just telling it about itself. You can change its size and stuff like that. There's ways to get like a GUI. I didn't implement that, but you would have like HackFS actually living on your device, like your like an RPi or something like that. And then yeah, you would be able to produce the data. So right now I'm just running the executable then. This is like in the build, and it's gonna start making like a file specific to that. So it'll pop up like a new file in there. So this one has like timestamps. You can also have one with like sequence counts. But yeah, that's blockchain robotics.
So what inspired this? Like, do you work in aerospace? Do you just love NASA? What's the?
Yeah, I recently started a job. I graduated with a degree in aerospace engineering, and started getting more into computer science and got a minor. And recently started a job where we've been doing some robotics research. And so this tool was a new thing that was around. So I was interested in using it for like a blockchain. And I think a lot of times the philosophy overlaps with blockchain, where you need to have code that works. You need to have it be very optimized, because
your processing and storage comes at a premium. So a lot of the philosophies kind of align, I think, pretty well with stuff that happens in blockchain. But yeah, that's an overview.
So are you planning to like get this used, like keep developing it, or is this just something to like play around and see if they would like could mesh together at all? I mean, I guess you probably figured out, you already knew that they could, I guess.
Yeah, I think it's something that is interesting because I don't think there's a whole lot of like use of like real world like embedded devices and blockchain integrated. Like I'm not aware of too many projects that do that. But something that's done a lot in CFS particularly, the reason it came in existence is because the guys at NASA realized that they were writing the same code like over and over and over again for just all the satellite missions because they had to have very similar functionality. So what they did was they made this very modular and tried to make it like as operating system agnostic code as possible. So it also has like the ability to work on like a VxWorks. I've tried to get it to work on OpenWrite before, but I have not had success with that. But yeah, it's something that I think is interesting in actually getting real world data onto the blockchain and setting up kind of like a framework for that. So I also have like a demo in the description where I kind of walk through like a more detailed of how you would actually set this up if you had like a RPi or something, and you would have to still like configure it to get your sensor data onto CFS, but you would be able to use like the modular app system and then be able to like share and publish and work with the GUI. So I think it's pretty interesting with how it could work with something like a blockchain. Great, thank you, Team Blockchain Robotics. That was great. We're going to move right on to the next presentation, and I'd like to welcome up Team Web3 Comics. Feel free to start sharing your screen and you can get right into it.
Bienvenidos.
Welcome to Web3 Comics, a Web3 application where comic creators can publish content page by page and readers can support their favorite authors by purchasing and collecting NFTs of their publications. I currently have my MetaMask set up to use Polygon's testnet Mumbai. However, I don't need to be connected just yet to read through the available comics. Let's log in first before publishing a comic. When logging in, the user will be prompted to authenticate to Ceramic and IDX. If the user doesn't have a profile, then they will be redirected to create one. All images in this app are being stored in IPFS and Filecoin using either web3.storage or nft.storage. When the profile is created for the first time, the Ceramic TID will be stored on-chain so that users can see comics or comments from anyone else using this app. Let's publish our first comic. The app uses Ceramic to keep track of all publications and users' comments, but as mentioned before, the images themselves are stored using web3.storage. Now, let's add some pages to our comic. Each page can be minted as NFT when a reader buys it for the price specified here. We also take some information from here to create the ERC721 metadata. Some other information like the thumbnail and author DID will be stored in IPFS and Ceramic streams for display purposes. Now that we publish our first page, let's bring another user to add some comments and buy it. Readers can support their favorite authors by purchasing and collecting their publications. We believe that using Web3 technologies will allow a better interaction between content creators and consumers. Comic authors will receive a fair compensation for their efforts, and consumers will receive a collectible piece of their favorite comics in the form of NFTs. Thanks for watching our demo.
So why comics? I mean, it's sort of like a marketplace. You just felt like nobody had done comics yet, and you're a comic fan, so.
Yeah, well, kind of. We actually have two reasons why we wanted to go this way. And one reason is that we are actually trying to make our own comic. And but we didn't felt like there was a website already there that suit our needs for this, because we wanted to use blockchain and decentralized technologies for this, but we didn't quite like the ones that were there, so we wanted to create our own. And the other reason was that, well, Aldo, my teammate, is an illustrator, and as well as Aldo, there are too many illustrators and digital artists, very talented people, and I think that using this platform together with Web3 technologies allow us to explore different ways to support digital artists and content creators in general, and also the audience. There are different choices for them to support these people.
So it sounds like this was the beginning of of a project that is going to continue.
That's right, and it's actually the very first step. We really have too many ambitions for this, and the comic is the first step.
Neat. What else is there?
Well, actually, the original idea was to create a trading card game using also blockchain, but we actually have already designed the mechanics and some of the illustrations. Sorry, we actually presented this on a local convention and everything, but for purpose of having a not too much complicated project for someone who doesn't have any trajectory, we wanted to go a little bit a step backwards to start with something a little bit simpler, so we can have something on our name, and we can present to investors and have a better chance of succeed.
Cool, awesome. Edwin, last question from my end. What do you plan to do with Ceramic IDX?
You mean for the future, or what do you mean?
Right now and also for the future.
Yeah, well, right now we use Ceramic and IDX almost for everything. I mean, all the images are, of course, on the HackFS and Filecoin, but we keep track of the profiles, user comments, and also we divide each comic and all the publications that belong to each of these comics. We keep them on Ceramic streams.
Got makes sense. And yeah, good call. Going the Ceramic way, you can even connect multiple wallets to a single owner. So yeah.
Thanks.
Great, thank you, team Web3 Comics. And
thank you, guys.
Thank you. And now we're going to move on to our next team, and I'd like to welcome up Team PhilScan.
Okay, let me show my screen.
Yeah.
Yes, my name is Rita from PhilScan team. I'm so glad to be here to presenting about the PhilScan. FieldScan is aimed to build the Falcon data analysis center by providing Falcon ecosystem service, data visualization, and one-stop data service cross-chain.
I don't think I'm the only
As
person
you
that
can
can't see.
see,
There we
you
go.
can check the revenue
All right.
steady from here.
Let me get back and start again. They will be quick.
I think we got it.
Yes, my name is Rita from FieldScan team. I'm so glad to be here to presenting about the FieldScan.
I think we were able to see it before, like on the.
So you can hear my sound, but you cannot see the screen, right?
No, we can see the screen.
We can see it now.
You can see my screen. Okay. Can you see the presentation right now?
Sure.
Okay.
Yes, my name is Rita from FieldScan team. I'm so glad to be here to presenting about the FieldScan. FieldScan is aimed to build the Falcon data analysis center by providing Falcon ecosystem.
Can you just see my PPT here? Or you can just see myself here?
We can see your YouTube.
Oh, you can see
screen.
my YouTube, right?
It's working. Just start the video.
Okay.
System service, data visualization, and one-stop data service cross-chain. As you can see, you can check the revenue steady from here. And you also can look up to the data of the whole network. From here, we lay out all the important element here. Special or the external storage providers most interesting is about network storage power and the lasting for 24 hours power growth. You can see from here, it's almost over 50 petabyte. And about this graphic, you can look at to the trend about the baseline and the storage power. We lay out a different timeline, so you can check in the 30 days period or a year period. As you can see here, after the operations of the HAP drive, the growth is slightly higher than before. And about the base-free variations is also very important for the storage providers because it's quite related to gas consumptions. So we also look up to from the different timeline. Now we're just going the 30 days. This is quite a difference compared before. Since the HAP drive applications is increasingly very lower. And below, this is two tables about the rankings and the large amount transfer, which is very friendly and also very useful for the investors to look up to the market figures. You can just track from the figures note or the figures from the power growth. Also can see the cash flow from the transactions to get insight about the market trend. All right. We also want to say now the growth about the node is significantly growing very fast. So you can just easy and look up to the whole of the world growth in trend from the map. So we're going to introduce some very crucial functions about the data monitoring panel. So once you get into the panel sections here, you can just easily to create a note in different of the name and also put the note you want to monitor here. So taking an example here, once you click into the note, you can get all the relevant revenues and the consumptions here. In order to prearrange storage nodes management due to insufficient wallet balance, we especially to set the notifications functions here, so the users can just choose a different way to reach them once they hit the button of the balance. And under the below here, users also can screen the timeline here to get all the histories, reward, and pre-rewards gas consumptions. As what I said just now, besides to the data about the consumptions and revenues, the users also can see the visual chart to predict of the growth of the node. If they want to get the data paper, they can just easily hit the download button to get a relevant Excel. Please feel free to reach us by sending an email or leave a message on the GitHub. Thanks for watching.
Got it. That was pretty awesome, Rita. I just want to ask, what sort of...
Very good, everybody. Thanks for having me here. It's very great to be here to tell you guys more about the Incubator Center program. Actually, we just launched this program together with the Falcon Foundation and also with us, the Vidas team, because we want more small miners to join this network together with us.
Rita, are you sharing audio?
Let me tell you guys more about the network status currently. As we get the data from the first scan, we can check about the network service power. That is over 7 EIB right now. You know,
Right. Sorry.
Much better. No worries, Rita. All right. So I just wanted to know, is there a service like this that exists on file scan right now, or you created everything from the scratch? Because this performance metrics is something I think Filecoin can really use. So yeah.
Yeah, actually, we bring the browser from the scratch because we have a team about 5 persons. So including the PM and also F devs together. So since we wanted to solve the problem for the storage providers being management and also easily to get a real-time database. So this is the fresh ideas. This is original idea we wanted to build a FieldScan.
Got it. Really, really impressive. On to you, Evan. You should try for the grant from Filecoin as well.
Sorry.
Go for the grant with Filecoin as well. This is really impressive. Keep on building. And Evan, on to you now.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Sure, you can go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's impressive. You said like there's a bigger team than like you, because you built this all. I mean, you can't even sync a Filecoin node during this hackathon, right?
Yeah, we have a team about 5 persons, right? So in the beginning of that, we just put the node into together. So easy for the storage provider or investor just to track the node, the database regarding the gas consumptions, single tick consumptions, or some of the revenues. And we also to provide a visible database regarding to providing the trends of the node, how is this growing. So as we just in the show just now, you can see the trends, how is the going consumptions. This is significantly different between the hyperdrive on the 1st of July. Yeah, so once the storage providers or the econ participants, they wanted to get inside of the Filecoin ecosystem. So they're very easy to just look up through and get no insight of how the ecosystem is going. So from our browsers.
Great, thank you. So if the judges do not have any more questions, we can move on to our...
I actually have one more. So Rita, what part of the entire tech stack you built during the hackathon?
Next time we're going to upgrade our functions. So besides, we just get the new fresh update regarding the monetary panels. So we're going to put the more details, like which is one of the importance is between the database, like every 30 minutes they get new blocks. So how to the storage providers can gather feedback and get the new information and database in real time. This is the hit things we have to solve currently. Also have to be faster than our competitions. So this is the first I was thinking about going to do next. And the second is about the monetary panel. So we're going to put more minor functions like set functions. How do they get the alarm or reminder before 120 minutes before they hit the button of the finished consumptions of the gas consumption. Right. So in order to not be punishment by the network.
Sounds good. Thanks, Rita.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you to your team, PhilScan. So we're going to move on to our next team. And I'd like to welcome up team IPFS Notebook. And you guys can go ahead and share your screen and audio and get straight to it. Great.
Hi everyone, and welcome to the demo of our IPFS notebook, which we built for HackFS 2021. I'm going to walk you through the core features of our app. Let's start by adding a new note. We can give the note a title, and we can write down some information that we want to store. Sometimes we might want to include sensitive content in our notes. We can use a custom encryption key such as key, to encrypt our note. If we keep the same key saved, we can easily decrypt our note back again. If we have the incorrect key, we won't be able to decrypt our note. Once we're ready to save our note, we can easily click Save, and our note will be stored on IPFS. We'll receive a CID in return that will allow us to retrieve the note back again. Hopefully you've saved that encryption key. One feature that we've incorporated for added convenience for our users is Connect with MetaMask. This will pull all of the users' saved CIDs in bulk so they don't have to store them themselves. And then here comes my list of saved CIDs. This is a note I had saved previously. Thank you for watching.
All right, I'm dumb. How does the MetaMask save your CIDs?
So it's a little bit of a hack, but basically there's a Postgres database sitting on AWS that stores all the users' CIDs. We wanted to go for a decentralized storage method, but couldn't hack it together in time. The content of the CID itself is stored on IPFS. It's just an added convenience for the users. They don't have to save their own CIDs.
So there's like something that there's like an API call or something that you can do like that's not in the UI on MetaMask that will let you just store a CID?
Well, so all our database is just a mapping of an Ethereum public address to a list of CIDs. That's all it is.
And MetaMask will save that for you?
No, our front end is just pulling out the Ethereum address of the connected MetaMask account. That's it.
Oh, okay. So you're saving it and using the MetaMask to pull it.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Sorry. Now it makes sense. I was lost. Yeah. Okay. That makes total sense. I thought you were like somehow like MetaMask is saving this for you, and I was getting lost there.
No. I mean, we wanted to do it that way, but putting each CID on the Ethereum blockchain would be very, very expensive for a simple note-taking app.
Yeah, cool. It's neat.
Awesome. So yeah, actually, Ivan's question was my question as well. How you guys are doing it? But yeah, thanks for the explanation, Basri. You might want to look into Ceramic. They can essentially do the same thing, but in a decentralized way for storing all the CIDs. Coming to the encryption part, what sort of encryption are you guys using?
It uses AES.
Okay, it's cool. But if you're using AES, how are you? Oh, so you are getting the key. Got it. You can even look into ECC algorithm, eclectic curve algorithm, and that way you can essentially save the user another step. Essentially, the key can be encrypted using the ECC algorithm, and the public-private key of the wallet can be used to decrypt a note. So just look into it, but really cool feature. Hopefully it becomes the notebook of the future.
Cool.
Great. Do the judges have any more questions?
I mean, are you planning to develop this further, or is it something that you did just because you wanted to hack around with like IPFS?
I don't know. We didn't really have a game plan. This was kind of Nick's brainchild, and I think we really ended up liking the way it came out. So I don't know. We'll probably have to circle up and decide what to do next.
Yeah, we're hoping we had a lot of trouble finding the good decentralized storage to use, and hopefully we can maybe figure that out. You know, we worked a lot with Ceramic and the IDX, but couldn't really hack it together in the end. So that would be something next, is to get that off of AWS.
Cool, makes sense.
Great, thank you guys. So we're going to be moving on to the next team, and I'd like to welcome up Team FileDAG.
Hi guys, I'll share my screen.
Yeah.
Hello everyone, this is Laura from FileDrop. Welcome to the demo video of our project, FileDAG. About our team, FileDrop, we have always defined us as true developers and infrastructure builders in Falcon community. From 2019, we focus on technical solutions and development based on IPFS protocol and Falcon network, and do our best to make contributions to the community. Over 18% of our team are qualified engineers, and half of them have over 10-year development experience in multiple industries, including communications, the internet, and blockchain. Since last year, we have participated in Slingshot competition, become one of the top teams, and stored over 5 PB useful data from public data site to Falcon network. To contribute to the Falcon community, we developed an open source data prep tool, GraphSplit, and the Falcon Plus project dashboard, falplus.info. FieldDAG is a decentralized storage solution based on IPFS. It will prove high quality and efficient IPFS pin service and customize the network service based on our customer requirements. An easy-to-use front-end UI and a more developer-friendly API service will minimize the technical threshold and make IPFS usable. The SDK will be available shortly soon. With the website, the users can update fields under 10 gigabit or IPFS CID to pin data they need. For developers who want to use FieldDAG's API to pin data, they just need to create it an API key and then use API to enjoy their pin service. All files can be managed in the file management center with small actions such as unpinning, editing metadata or pin policy, and deleting data from user's account. Besides, field deck can be regarded as one of the necessary technical components for the filecoin retrieval market and a part of storage infrastructure for Web3. Every file pin by field deck could be stored as a backup onto filecoin through Web3 storage at the user's choice. In a future release, the users can just select what file they want to store on Filecoin in their file management center, and FileDeck will automatically complete the next operations. The Go data store cluster is one of the most significant part of FileDeck, which aims to guide FileDeck's distributed key values data store into a cluster to increase the function of data split and improve the management of data in key value data store. Is the storage layer of FileDeck, and here is the roadmap. Our team will update its development progress on its GitHub repository. In such a scenario, the users want to store a large data set on IPFS and backup a few copies of Filecoin. At this point, GraphSplit as a component of a FileDeck could be the right tools used for splitting large data sets into GraphSplits fit for making deals on Filecoin network, which will streamline data retrieval. We will keep improving to match FileDeck's function better. To sum up, FileDeck is a platform built with multiple layers and components. During the hackathon, our team will continue to focus on code development. Thank you for watching our demo. So that's my demo video of our platform, FileDeck.
Awesome. One question from my end is, what's the difference between FileDeck and Pinata?
It's more like the FileDeck is more like we do it better fit for Asian users, especially users in China, since they have the Chinese version here, and we do consider about how data transfer from one region to another region. So as to Pinata, is also provide a high quality IPFS pin service, but however, people in Asian, they cannot use Pinata as their tools for their DApps really well. So we consider about this needs. And actually our technical architecture is quite different from Pinata. Like we have our own designed architecture of the data store cluster is quite different from IPFS cluster.
Awesome, sounds great. Another question, what's the next step for FileDeck? What do you see building next?
Okay. Next step, we want the FileDeck become the platform to connect users to IPFS network and to Filecoin network, and users can they only need to use the website we provide to do the hostings. They they store data on both IPFS and Filecoin. They do not need to learn much technical knowledge to know how to use. They just use it as that's all right. And we will in some actually when we use IPFS or Filecoin, we they have to become two part. We need to crack them through some applications, but we want to make this whole thing together. They only need to choose what they the service they want, pin service on IPFS or the data backup on Filecoin. They just need to choose on the UI UI website. That's all right. So we wanted to satisfy more users' needs and consider about what they want to like them to finish their job more better and flexible.
Got it. Sounds good.
So are you live today to pin?
We have already launched the alpha version right now. You can use already. They have the like the basic functions that are can all used right now.
Cool. Great.
Great. So if the judges do not have any more questions, we can move on to the next presentation. And this will be our last one for this event. So I'd like to welcome up Team Pastepin.
Hi, let's start sharing my screen right away.
Yep. Great.
Probably everyone has come across Pastebin before. It's a site that allows you to share raw text with others using a link, but the data is stored in a centralized way, so you never know when your data will be taken down. And that's why I've built Pastebin, which is a site that allows you to share text and files on a decentralized network. It uses Web3.storage under the hood, which basically uploads and pins your files on the IPFS network. And let's do a demo. I'm just gonna paste in here the placeholder and look at the preview. Looks pretty good. I'm gonna give it a title. And actually I forgot that I also want to attach a few files, but only one is enough because the upload time would take otherwise more. So yeah, let's preview it. And now I have two options, either to publish it anonymously or publish it with a signature. I'm gonna go with option B now. Let's preview our message in here. Okay, looks pretty good. Let's sign it. And now my data will be uploaded. And afterwards, I will be redirected to this new URL that I can share with others. And the first request will take more because the site is statically generated and they'll be cached afterwards, so they'll load more quickly afterwards. And here I can look at some of the details, so I can see that it's verified, and this was the address that published it, and everyone can verify this because this is client side, and it was created a minute ago. I can also download my file here, and let's look at some of the other details in here. I can see the file size of the pin and the number of pins and deals in here, which will probably go up in the future. And there's also a direct link to an IPFS gateway where I can inspect my files in here. Let's look at pastepin.json, where all the pastepin related data is stored. So there's the content, the title, and because we published it with our signature, we can also see that here and the associated address that goes with that. And yeah, this was Pastepin. I hope you like it, and thanks for watching.
Neat, really cool piece of software, Anton. Love the play on words. My only question is, I mean, first the feedback. I love the minimal UI. It looks very, very cool. And the question is, what happens if I want to post anonymously? I do think I know the answer, but yeah. I guess you guys will not upload the signature and post it anonymously, but yeah.
Yeah, the same thing will happen, except your signature and your address won't be provided, and it won't be stored in the pastebin.json file, and you won't need to sign it. You just get a link.
Got it. Awesome. And what's the tech stack you guys have used?
The web framework I'm used as Next.js, and yeah, as I mentioned, I used Web3.storage for the pinning. It was super easy, actually.
Awesome. Looks very, very cool, guys. I would love to use Pastebin in the future.
Yeah, thanks.
And so if you did like make this into a thing, you basically like have to serve ads in order to pay for the pins.
Well, Web3.storage is free, so I think if that remains free, then pastebin.json can also remain free. I'm not sure how the business plan for that will work in the future, but I guess this project is kind of dependent on that one.
Right on. You said it takes a while the first time. How long does that generally take?
I think around maybe 5 to 15 seconds or so.
Is that dependent on the file size, or is that just whatever you're generating on the pinning side?
I'm not sure. Yeah, definitely. I think the file size depends more on how much are you uploading, and then it depends on the Web3.storage service or like the IPFS nodes, like how long they take till you get a response from them, or like the time of the first query.
Cool, neat. Yeah, it's a nice UI, and it legit works, and it's
Yeah, you can try it out.
Not worse than Web 2.
Yeah, I try to work on the UX more to make it seamless, kind of. I guess that was the biggest challenge on this, to make it as fast as like a Web 2 service would be.
What did you do to make it faster? Anything in particular?
Yeah, I try to make the states kind of seem seamless, to do stuff in the background or show stuff until it's uploading, and then the static generation, I think, is the bigger one, that if you send your link, then you don't have to wait always for it to query it, but it's already generated beforehand, and the user just gets the HTML.
And this might be a dumb question, but why do I assign it? Like, why do I, like, I don't know, maybe I don't use Pastebin a lot, but like, is there an advantage to not being anon? Like, I want people to know that like I did it, so there's like some reputation. I guess that's just the account. Okay, maybe that makes sense.
Yeah,
you might look for.
I think in most cases you want to publish it anonymously because it's not that important. Maybe if you want to make sure that, yeah, this message is coming from me, then you can provide a signature.
I mean, I guess it sort of functions like, you know, if you were creating a reputation as a whistleblower or something, and you wanted to people to, you know, maybe that kind of makes sense. You know, like a series of leaks about something.
Yeah,
I think people to know that it's all from you.
Yeah, I think there were a few cases where people wanted to take something down from Pastebin, so maybe for those edge cases, this would already be better, because you can't take it down that easily.
Yep.
Neat.
I mean,
cool.
If Satoshi Nakamoto wanted to sign a message, I would be up for that. But yeah, I just wanted to plug that joke.
Yeah.
Great. So thank you, Team Pastebin. So I know I said that was the last team, but I just got a message that we have one more team left. I'm not sure if they are here yet, but just give me a second. Oh yeah, they're here.
Hey, this is B from East Global. Do you see Nathan in the waiting room? Yep, Nathan is an attendee, so promote him, and he's our last team. His team append.
That is an appropriate name.
Very.
Hey, I don't have a camera on this PC, but I'll share my screen.
This isn't on my score sheet.
And it's a drag and drop website builder for IPFS sites, or decentralized websites rather. And you can get the content hash for it and even one-click publish to a domain you have, like an ENS or an unstoppable domain, and just update the content hash all within the app. Or you can save it without actually publishing the hash to a network. And you can also see like the history of all the hashes you've published. So let's jump in. I have like elements here I can add to the page. Like I can just block a text. I can, I can make it red if I want to. I can really, there should be a color picker here, but whatever. I can make this a little bit bigger. I can go ahead and change the alignment, the font, whether it's bold or not, and things like that. So I can also delete it. It's cut off, but there's a little delete button right here in the bottom right there. And I can delete it. I'm just going to delete all these, clean things up, and gonna add another header. I don't know, you can just play around with it. Can add some emojis. Yeah, so we have like pages here. I can create a page, give it a title, give it a description. I can upload a page that's still under construction. I could create a redirect, like if I want to redirect a page to another page on the site, or maybe just like a totally different domain altogether. I can maybe add products later. I'm still deciding like how that'll work. If I'll implement that, I can upload files from my computer and even strip the image metadata for like privacy. I can change the font, scroll bars, things like that. And plugins is also something that's definitely on the roadmap. This is something I've been wanting to build for a while, by the way. It's like the hackathon just happened to be like during kind of the time I started working on it. So I just started working on it for the hackathon, but I'll be working on it after as well. I can add custom CSS. You don't have to know how to code. I mean, ideally, it's like intuitive that anyone can do it just by dragging and dropping. But if you want for a little bit more control, you can add your own thing. Like I'll just add like a border, for example. And it'll work with all your other styles. You can add any styles here you want, and it'll just all work. So whenever you like save, export, or publish your site, it'll all like get minified and bundled, and just you'll get a tiny static site that you can do whatever you want with. So there's 3 options here that I'll just lastly go over. I can save it. I can just like save my progress to web3.storage, which is maintained by Protocol Labs. But eventually, I'll get rid of all the centralized intermediaries at some point. But for now, it's a prototype, so it's fine. I can export. That'll just like give me a zip folder of my site. I can also publish it. And publishing it, I can enter like my domain here, and then my wallet's already connected, but there would normally be a connect wallet button, and then it'll like resolve the domains you have, and you can publish directly to your domain. I just publish to Nathan.eth, except it doesn't work right now because there was a technical difficulty before recording this. But I'll publish it just to IPFS, like you don't have to do it to a domain, just to show you. So it'll take a moment, but I just clicked it there. That's weird, I'm gonna reopen the modal. Oh, there we go. Okay, so I have my content hash here. And that's the content hash of my site, the date of publication. And there it is, there's my site. It's on, I don't know if you can see here, but I'm on the IPFS gateway. You can use really any gateway you want, but that's kind of the one that's currently set up. But anyway, yeah, thanks for your time. I hope you enjoyed.
So I thought you were, I'm just judging, noting questions. I thought there's only one thing on our spreadsheet that isn't filled in yet, and it's generate Dexter, but I don't think that's you. I did for a second,
no,
but
that's not me. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now that that's over, that's cool. It's cool. I think this is like a nicer looking blogging platform than, I don't know, anything I've used in the last 20 years. So that's pretty good. The export button was just downloaded the file if I want to take it and publish it myself somewhere else or something.
Yep, it gives you a zip folder with all your pages and everything, so you can do whatever you want with it. Yep.
So just if I'm moving my site somewhere else or something?
Yep.
Okay. Cool. What's next? You said like plugins and whatnot?
Yeah, maybe like plugins, e-commerce products, just other components and better exporting, maybe a more modern UI. Yeah, it's something I've been wanting to work on for a while, but it's this hackathon kind of gave me an excuse to start building a prototype. So yeah, it's been fun.
Got it. I mean, it's very cool, Nathan. What happens when I update or edit the site out? Do I create another transaction to my ENS name, or how does that work?
Yeah, so you can save a site without publishing it to a network. If you just want to make like a small change, and whenever you want to update it on your domain, you can click the publish button and enter in like an ENS or unstoppable domain, and it'll just update the content hash. You got to do a transaction. Yeah, and you can do it on any network, not just mainnet. Yeah.
Got it. I mean, really cool. I would recommend checking out IPNS, which is a way by which you can publish files on IPFS without changing the content hash. So the users would probably get a better experience. They won't have to spend on the gas fee again and again. But yeah, this is small feedback. This looks really, really cool.
Yeah, I can definitely add IPNS support. Yeah.
Awesome.
You said you wanted a more modern UI, but I already like it the way it is. What do you mean?
Yeah, I just felt like it kind of looked kind of old, like I just threw it together. I was just more focused on like the actual core utility of the app, but yeah, I can kind of keep it the way it is too.
I mean, I guess I'm an old school kind of function over form kind of guy. So
yeah,
looks great to me.
Yeah, well, thanks for all your feedback. Yeah.
Very neat. Thank you.
Yep.
Great, thank you. And so that was the last presentation of the night. And I'm pretty sure now, if you refresh your page, you should be able to see team append on there. But yeah, I'd just like to take a quick second to thank all the teams that participated. Thank you so much. And our judges, of course, Evan and Harsh, you guys were great. Thank you so much for coming out. And you should be receiving an email from Kartik regarding your judging and all. But yeah, thank you so much.
He judges our judging.
Thank you, judges.
Yeah. Judges keep judging. Thanks. And
Thank y'all.
Big fan, Evan.
I gotta run. Cheers.
Take care.
You guys.
Bye.
Okay, I'll message Andrew. Do you know where Matthew went?
No, like he messaged me saying that like his like Wi-Fi was getting cut off or something. I don't know. And so he said he'd be back, but I didn't see him. So
yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
He was interesting. I'll just let Andrew know we finished.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks so much. You're super clutch today.
No. You were too.
Have a nice night.
Yeah, you too. Take care.